today with Cath Norman, Managing Director of FAR. Cath, thanks for your time.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure
to
be here.
Share a little bit of the background to FAR.
So FAR is an Australian listed oil and gas company. We've been involved in West Africa since 2006, and in 2014 we were part of the world's largest oil discovery offshore Senegal, which is the westernmost country of Africa. And since then we've drilled 11 deep water wells off Senegal. They've all proven up 100-metre gross oil column, and we'll be hopefully getting to FID at the end of this year for the development.
What does that milestone mean for investors?
So FID stands for the final investment decision. So it is the milestone when you have fully appraised an oil field, so you understand how much oil you think you've got there. You've been through FEED, which is the front-end engineering and design. So you've designed what that development's going to look like, you've costed it up, you've got approval from the government to enter an exploitation licence, and then the joint venture's made the decision to raise the money and progress to the development.
How supportive is the government and your joint venture partners to this project?
Oh, really supportive. So the government of Senegal, this will be their first offshore oil development ever. When we made the discovery, there had been no deep water wells drilled, and amazingly enough, the first 2 wells we drilled were discoveries. So it's been a whirlwind ride for them. It's really important. They have a plan called the Senegal Emergent Plan for 2030, and so this will enable them to sort of get some income into the country to help them achieve their goals. They're growing at about 6.8%. They're the fastest growing economy in Africa. When you go there are cranes everywhere. They've built a new airport. So it's a great country to be working in, and we get good support. The President's actually a petroleum geologist, so he knows what's in front of him.
And the joint venture partners?
So Woodside are our operators, and Cairn Energy from the UK, ourselves, and Petrosen, who are the state oil company, are the other joint venture partners in the operation. And everyone's forging towards this final investment decision at the end of the year.
You have this very key project, but other assets that are worth noting?
Yes, so outside this is called the SNE field, outside the SNE field development, we've got other discoveries in and around it that we'll be tying back in at some stage in later phases of the development. So in the next year we'll be likely appraising 2 of those discoveries we've made. And then as far outside the joint venture area, we've got contiguous blocks to the south in the Gambia, and then some more acreage to the south in Guinea-Bissau. It all follows the geological trend that the SNE field sits on, and in fact we're drilling 2 sort of big exploration wells in 2020 with our partners, so that's one to look out for. That's going to be very exciting.
So just touching on that, news flow perspective, what should investors be really focused on?
So FID is a huge milestone. Once a company is funded or a joint venture is funded towards development, it generally means that it frees up share prices of the junior partners, because you've taken away that sort of cloud hanging over of how you're going to fund this development. So that's always a great sign for a company once you get through FID. We'll be starting the development drilling for SNE at the end of next year, and we'll be learning a lot about the behaviour of the reservoirs. So I'm hoping that we can bring some good news about how these reservoirs are performing under development. Perhaps we'll get better recovery out of the reservoirs than we've planned for. We've been fairly conservative at this stage. And then of course we've got the 2 big exploration wells next year. So 2020 is going to be a big year for us. In fact, 2019 was the first year for some years we haven't drilled any wells, so it's been a quiet one for us.
Exciting times ahead for the company in a great jurisdiction. Looking forward to following the progress. Cath, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.